seen develop more and more in recent years. Our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Carson again. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jackson rolling to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vincent Mayowa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. "37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Jackson now. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Down to the 25.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And down inside the 15 he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tried to get it that time to James Crochet. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Brooks, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. Stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So it's halftime here on Sports Grit. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. There's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On third down, Carson.
And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their defense did its job. By forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Jackson going to run again.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson out to his left. And he will be very... close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that... means 4th down.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away. And he checks this one down to Williams.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bobby Wagner able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here's Sam Cook now. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here's Sam Cook now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And look at this, another fake.